today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw, his third season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Tua to throw right away. That's caught right side by Anderson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. A run with Mostert up the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Tua going to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, that was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Tua sets up to pass it. This is intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
They'll run on first down. Gibbs.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Hooker. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. On 3rd and 2. Hooker, he'll find Jones again, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, it's Gibbs. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hooker. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 more there and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. A handoff running left is Mostert.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 24.
Here's Gaskin.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. After 1 on EA Sports. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 3rd and 2, Hooker. He completes it to Jones.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg. Hooker. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Gibbs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Hooker forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Gibbs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd down, Gaskin.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Gaskin.
He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
Off the bootleg. Hooker. He'll buy some time right. Complete to right. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the 1st half. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Hooker. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
It completes it once more to Anderson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked it to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Tua to throw again. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Lions will take over. Throwing to start the drive. Hooker.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
The final shot before break. Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hooker. Jones has it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Two and now on first down. It's Hill, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Second and 2. They hand it off to Mostert.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. From the gun, it's Tua.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Throwing to start the drive. Hooker, that's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll run on first down. Gibbs, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a give right side. Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hooker steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Looking to throw. Hooker. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Badgley's kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the 1st half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And Anderson's got it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Now Tua. Gets this one to Hill.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal.
Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hooker buying time to his left. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Going up the gut, Montgomery.
He's got it to the 43 here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Montgomery on the counter. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. to throw on third down. Hooker escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Trinity Benson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And down to the 41.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Second down. Here's Mostert again.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Once again, it's Mostert. Down to the 22-yard line.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Back to throw. Hooker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Hooker. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Hooker. He finds his man. Complete. It's Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Lions are going to win this game. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Lions, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.